Hi, I am Marja Bjarnson and I work at Kingston High School. I started in the North Kitsap School District in 1989 in kindergarten at Pearson Elementary, and then moved up to Paulswood Junior High, and then moved on to North Kitsap High School, where I graduated in 2002. I've been at Kingston High School since 2007 when they opened. I started as the athletic trainer and the athletic medicine teacher. I've also taught PE and health, and currently the career counselor, and I teach career choices. My favorite memory from high school is probably not a single memory, but like my whole experience. Back when we used to register for classes, we went into the Commons a couple weeks before school started, and to register, there was a board that had all the classes that were left, all the electives that were left that had spots in them. And my sophomore year, my sister and I had gone to Germany with our grandma, so we had missed the first couple days of registration. And when we went to register, there was only 2 classes left on the board. And so it was like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo type of thing. And I selected athletic medicine. And the first day of class, our teacher said, hey, like we need some students that are interested in being student trainers. And if you want to come after school today, I'll talk a little bit more about it. So I went after school that day because it sounded like fun to me. And he said, hey, there's a JV football game today, can you go? And so I'm like, let me call my mom. And so I called my mom and she said yes, because we didn't have cell phones back then. And so I hopped on the bus, not a clue what I was doing, and I rode the bus to Olympic High School for a JV football game, and I could only hand out water, so I only was handing out water bottles. Someone actually got seriously hurt and they tore their ACL in that game. So that was my first day ever. I eventually stayed in athletic medicine all my 3 years of high school. And then I actually went on to Washington State University and I got a degree in athletic training. That is one of my favorite memories actually to tell my students here, is that I was just kind of placed into the class on a whim, and I ended up loving it and doing it as going to school for it, and then doing it as a career for a little bit. I kind of always knew I wanted to come back to the North Kitsap School District to work. So I double majored at WSU in athletic training, and then also got a degree in health and fitness education. And I knew that I wanted to be a teacher from when I was very little. So I was extremely fortunate in the fact that I finished my student teaching in the spring of 2007. And Kingston High School opened in the fall of 2007. So I was able to interview for the job for Kingston High School almost immediately after finishing student teaching. I wanted to come back because it feels like home to me. I want to be a part of that and give back to our community. And I had a good experience going through North Kitsap School District. I just want to make sure that that is something that I can help students achieve, is that good experience and that home-like atmosphere. Coming back to the North Kitsap community, our area, means a lot to me because I can work with people that were my teachers and my mentors. I have the privilege of working with Erin Lamvatter, who was my junior English teacher in high school, and we've worked together here since Kingston High School opened. I was a best mentor a few years ago, and I got to be a best mentor with my 3rd grade teacher, Kelly Rosenbach. So a lot of my experiences have come full circle, where I get to see and interact with former teachers as colleagues. Also, our community is very tight-knit. Everyone seems to know everyone. My kids think that I must be some sort of celebrity because everywhere I go, I know someone, and it's either someone that I used to work with or was my teacher or a former student or their family. And so that is something that I actually really enjoy. I love. Just took my 5-year-old to the dentist last week, and her dental assistant was a former student of mine, so she was so excited to see me and tell me about her plans and what she's been doing, and how being in high school and taking my class actually helped guide her into what she's doing. And I love being able to check back in with kids and see where they're at now. When I run into kids out in the community, because we are so tight-knit, I really enjoy like wanting to catch up and find out what they're up to now. There is intention to everything on my walls. I wanted a space that kids can come into and feel comfortable. And for the most part, kids absolutely love it. All of the posters on the wall are posters that are sent to us from colleges or the military or different programs. And I decided to make it, instead of a big white wall, a kind of wallpaper to show like where you can go and what you can do. My wall behind me, I decided to keep mementums, thank you notes, cards, things like that from students, and then I regret that I didn't start saving them until my first letter that I saved, I actually looked at yesterday, it's from 2015, and I saved it from a student who wrote me this letter after school was out, slipped it in a bag, like left it for me on my desk, and I read the letter and it made me cry, and then so I decided to start saving them. And they go on my wall as a reminder of why I'm here, why we do what we do, when we're here for the kids. Always actually prompts students to ask questions about the kids on the wall, and who are they doing now, and where did you get that one, and that type of thing. Most kids that come in are like, oh my gosh, your room's so fun, like it's a happy place, and that's what I want. I want it to be a happy place and somewhere that kids are comfortable. My words of wisdom for students as they're moving on to the future and finding their path in life: if you have an idea of what you want to do and you're not sure how to get there, don't give up. Ask for help, reach out. I still actually have kids emailing me and saying, can you help me with this, even after they've graduated, because they know that they can reach out. Your path is what you choose to make it, and if you need help to get there, it's okay to ask, and don't let your dreams go by the wayside because you're not sure how to get there. One little tidbit that I would like to add that always throws people in the community off, and my own students off, and even my own colleagues off, is that I have an identical twin sister who is also in education. She works at Clear Creek Elementary in Silverdale. So if you think you see me out and about, it might not be me, it might be her. And usually it's always Costco that it happens.